Sanatorium. We are going to be playing, I don't know who, in this Asylum simulator game. My name is Dr. BB. Alright, let's get into it. The Roaring 20s. You wander the streets, always chasing the next big story. What's colorful for others is just a gray mist. No bright spots on these streets, and no hope in sight. Another fruitless night, and you come home. The mailbox is overflowing again, mostly bills. Eviction. Found a man. For electricity. I'm missing it February. I've been due for electricity for over 3 months. How about my rent? Yeah, February to April. I've not paid a single thing of rent. Damn. There is only little time. I'm here against my will. The rest of the family abandoned me, and you're my last hope. Remember the peaches? The house on the coast? I wish we had more time when we were happy. P. Is this a joke? You hold on and think back, but peaches? The house at the coast? It dawns on you who this mysterious P might be. Patricia Boyd. How come she's in a mental institution? Oh, your mother and Aunt Patty once got into a huge argument. In the end, you were told you can no longer see her. Nothing has been good since. It must have been the turning point. You researched Sanatorium Castle Woods. There might be your story, but you'll need an access. You'll need access, not with adequate preparation and a probable cause, you decide to go undercover. As a young physician on the job. A few adaptations only, and your university diploma in literature becomes a medical degree. You'll be at the... Oh. Dr. Bertham. Good morning, Doctor. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding us out here. I know we are located a bit outside of the beaten path. Well, anyways, I'm happy to welcome you as part of our staff. Don't worry, I won't throw you in with the sharks just now. We will get you started with a few patients from our rehabilitation ward first. Depending on your performance, we will then gradually consider you for more demanding clientele. I like that the transition is a Rorschach test. You find all the latest literature on the shelves, as well as some very interesting pieces I selected for mandatory reading. Should you need anything beyond what you find here, please ask Miss Harrington down the hall for help. Now then, let's get started with your first patient, shall we? Ah, young Miss Brewer. This young lady has been struggling with some issues concentrating. Let's look into her symptoms and see if we can find the cause. Alright, I suggest we do some standard tests and see what we find. Test card reveal, unknown symptoms. Drag a test card to an empty spot. Oh. Tested with logic quiz. Listen, Doc, what you were going to tell my father. It was just once, with my sis, okay? I'm not inebriate. I just didn't say no when Fiona asked me to go to the Cotton Club. Light inebriate. Patient lacks judgment to abstain from intoxicating liquor, affecting their rationality in general. Interesting. Now we need to categorize the symptoms.
Share region lead to right behavior and severe lack of judgment, so it's difficulty with reading, writing, and other scholastic disciplines. Impetious. This region controls reflexes and impulses. Ailments to the impetious region lead to impulsive or overactive behavior and an inability to control physical urges. Memoria. This region controls memory and the skill of recollection of past events as well as speech. Ailments to the memoria region can lead to amnesia, forgetfulness, or trouble with speech. Mania. This region controls creativity and dreams. Ailments to this region lead to blur of fantasy and reality, such as hallucinations or sleeping disorders.
Lieutenant Office symptoms. Close the page for to finish the examination. We're gonna pretend I did do that right. And now, done. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional at this, literally. At the end of each day, senior staff will review your diagnoses. I know what I'm doing. New symptom discovered: adolescent inebriety. Alcohol addiction forming when juveniles are succumbing to inebriety. After treatment, the treatment bar rises and the patient's health improves. I don't know if I did that right. Very good. Now please sign the prescription waiver. There we go. That was a signature. Oh, there's a file. There's a paper on the floor. I can hardly believe my eyes. Can it really be you? You look so angelic and white. They've locked me away at Ward 4. The walls whisper my name, but no one listens. I'll try to send another message, but it's risky. Love, P. Oh, Dr. Bertham. Good morning, Doctor. Did you find your quarters adequate? No. No, I didn't. I actually really hated them. They're very depressing. The station briefing shows an estimate of the symptom categories you'll need to test and treat. Office. Dr. Bertham. So, Doctor, I think you now have all the knowledge you need to practice here. I'm going to review your progress in the coming weeks. I hope you feel at home here. Welcome to Castlewoods. Thank you. I guess I'll start my business. Morning, Doc. Listen, I know that I might not be the model daughter my father wishes for. Do you know how it feels? You're always at war with yourself. Be better in school. Remember this. Stay still. I keep telling that myself. Maybe you can let me go. Oh, you think I should let you go? Right. No, Doc. I'm not inebriate. Why would you call me that? I know alcohol is illegal, but my father drinks brandy every evening. I didn't know I had a certain amount of cards. I thought... The patient's health bar reached the minimum. You can release a patient or keep them longer. To release a patient, use the discharge file box. Stamp the discharge papers to release the patient. Let's hope for the best. Bink. Goodbye, ma'am. Suck. You're getting the hang of it. You look around. Maybe you could explore the sanatorium at night? Just so nobody notices. A slip. Bottling label. A bottle label that has been removed reading Bourbon Whiskey Castlewood Sanatorium Medical Supply. Medicinal purposes only. Collect more evidence to expose the sanatorium. Dear Mama, I'm sorry. I thought this institution might help me, but the treatment has gone on for months now, with no change. Dr. Bertham promised to rid me of these urges, but I can't stop thinking about Frank. It's simply who I am. They won't let me leave. I'm kept alone. I see no way forward. A great father for you. Forever yours, Reuben. Another letter. Dear Seymour, I get it. I understand who Dr. Bertham is and why I'm here. What my simple secretary mind can't grasp is why you would want this for your flesh and blood. I'm quite sure that it's going to be a boy. It keeps me on my toes every night kicking. I hope someday you can be man enough to at least tell him why a senator is such a coward that he can't stand to do what he did. Letter with the markings, do not send. A strongly worded letter by Rose to Seymour. Oh. Treasury inquiry. Did you catch wind of the latest paper trend? Crossword puzzles are all the rage. Esteemed Sir Dr. Betham, during a recent raid on an illicit drinking establishment, we uncovered a large quantity of intoxicants. Said intoxicants bore the apothecary register mark of Castlewood Sanatorium. We hereby request a complete list of employees with authorized access to said medicinal stocks. Your cooperation in this matter is expected and appreciated. Uh-oh. While your eyes grow heavy, you hear the content of a medical book as if someone is reading to you. While animals see things, hear things, and interpret their surroundings, they do not have the same way of communicating their perceptions to others. Because our ability to communicate with others, our impression of reality and those of others, become as important as our own. When this perception and impression no longer fit, we speak of insanity. Oh, fix that. Thank you. Fiona. You know, Doctor, before you do anything, use your little book on me. Let me ask you something. Why am I here? Would I be here if I wasn't in this family? The daughter of a businessman, always away, and a mother of 6 feet under? the heiress to an enormous fortune, the only thing that ever mattered to anyone who ever talked to me, schooled me, or just looked at me on any of those ridiculous debutante balls. Does it matter to you? Am I your golden goose that finances this ward? Or am I human? Or am I a human? How I got here. People talk to me like they don't know me, but I can't place their faces. It was Hal Sutton, private investigator, 42 male, admitted by personal physician after a bad batch of moonshine nearly blinded him. Well, I'm finished chatting. This patient is a well-known private eye for clients. He's famous for his carefree attitude and love of the bottle. His exploits are regularly covered in the local newspaper. It was a misty New England day when I was brought in. The doctor was a youngster, not very connected in the outfit. I saw that immediately when I greeted him with a reassuring, "Hey, doctor. I pride myself of great health," I told him. "What do you mean I should stop announcing?" I said while scouring the room for some whiskey. You think I'm the only one, Doc? Everyone's got a stash somewhere. A little hooch now and then keeps the world from falling apart. Sure, so it began when I was a child. Mother would always say that I'm entertaining all the guests at the party. Great fun, on the other hand. I think I once lost a job because of a funny story. Do you want to hear it? No? Anyway, there was this lumberjack that lived near our village back in the day, and... Okay, I shut up. Okay, that seems to be correct. Alright. It's day 2. The doctor still is at a loss what I might mean what I say. I know what Joe is doing here. The fella always looks kinda off. I kinda forgot why I am here. Damn, this fella's good. I hope to spend a few more days in the joint to investigate further. When I mention investigation, the doc suddenly flinches. There is something here. Oh, I see you answered my question. I am a golden goose. You could have just told me that. Okay. Inebriate. You think I'm the only one, Doc? Everyone's got a stash somewhere. A little hooch now and then keeps the world from falling apart. Jacob van der Velde, 24 male, prohibition agent, admitted by the Bureau of Prohibition to cure his sudden inebriated behavior. Worked with the Bureau since its inception, deeply devout Calvinist and very successful agent, abstinent since childhood, suddenly started sampling the confiscated cargo. The Bureau wishes their agent to be swiftly rehabilitated. Lord, give me strength. I shall walk through the den of lions as did Daniel. Lead me through darkness into the light. Lord, give me strength. I won't curse thy name. I've learned this test. Lord, they're testing me again. Nice. Fatigue. I'm just so tired. I get up and I could already go back to bed. Same, I could do that too. I always make the right choices. People don't see it. If anything, others are too cautious. I know what I'm doing. Irritable. Stop asking me about this. I get upset, yes, because everything is so complicated already. Here we are. I have nothing for Fiona. Of course. How'd I go from having a bunch of reputation to having no reputation? Yeah, see? Well, you better stop by the head physician. There are questions about your license. You remain silent. Yup. Yup. Yeah. Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's not like you guys really properly checked. You know? Next say you're picked up by the police. Narcissistic personality traits combined with criminal energy, says the report of Dr. Bertham. Ah, and I now have become a patient. I've been brought back to the sanatorium.